Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, WHEATY TV. This is going to be my 10th video, reaction review video. I started doing these in December, and my channel has seen pretty decent growth. Enough to keep me doing this so far. So, 10th video, shout out to everybody that subscribed. Shout out to everybody in the WHEATY TV community, you feel me? So, what better way to get into it than Benny the Butcher, plugs I met too. But before all that, go ahead, do me a favor, drop a subscribe, like, comment, share, tell a friend. You know the drill. Go ahead, hit the bell notifications. Let me know if you notification gang. You want that fresh content ASAP. That's the best way to get it. And also follow me on Twitter Twitter at WHEATY, and follow me on IG at WHEATY as well. And if you follow me from this video or any of my other videos, just tweet at me or DM me, let me know, and I will follow you back because I'm trying to get my engagements, interactions up, all that. Yeah, man. So the plugs I met too, Benny the Butcher and Harry Fraud. Before we get into this, I just want to say the plugs I met, the plugs I met was my introduction to Benny and Griselda in general. When that dropped, I seen people posting about it on Twitter, and it made me want to check it out. Came out like, I think it was before Bandana, sometime around the same time Bandana dropped, and it was just a big coke wave, and I was feeling the bars, and yeah, it made me a fan. Made me want to go back and do my due diligence on Griselda, Westside, Conway, and Benny. Yeah, the plugs I met remains my favorite Griselda project so far. So I have high hopes for the plugs I met too. And I'm expecting it to be better than Burden of Proof because, I don't know, Burden of Proof, it was a good album, but I don't think it was better than the plugs I met. And I don't think it was better than Tana Talk 3. So I'm hoping we go back upwards with Benny. So, without further ado, Benny the Butcher, Harry Fraud, the plugs I met too. Track 1, When Tony Met Sosa. Okay, so When Tony Met Sosa, I would say my favorite part of that was the beat, the production, Harry Fraud. Benny had he had some slick bars in there, like I played a field like with the passion of old Vic, and I'm on the hills or whatever. I don't know, but it was cool track. I'm not mad at it, but keep it moving. Track 2, Overall, featuring Chinks. R.I.P. Chinks. I ain't heard a Chinks verse in a while. Chinks used to be going in on them Coke Boys mixtapes. I wonder if Chinks and Benny knew each other, or I would say this was probably just some leftover Chinks that Harry Fraud had in the vault. Because I know Harry Fraud and French and them, they be connecting all the time. But so far, this shit is smooth. I'm fucking with it. I think overall was better than the first song. Chinks was smooth on the hook, spit a verse. We got 2 Benny verses. It kind of had like a darker feel to it, and I was vibing with it. But something I noticed looking on this is this album is listed under Black Soprano Family BSF, which is Benny's label, and it's not under Griselda, which I guess Benny got his own thing going on too. But then it made me want to look back at his other albums, see how they were released, and Burden of Proof was released under Griselda Empire, but the original plugs I met was listed under the same BSF, Black Soprano Family, and then Tana Talk 3 is listed under Griselda. So I don't know. I know there's like some mumblings of like a Griselda beef brewing with Conway and all that shit. And then there's no Griselda features on here. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I ain't trying to. It's just something I noticed, something that caught my eye. But
It's just I'm rich, I deserve it. If she fuck a broke nigga, that's tragic. I flew her in from Houston. She listen to Scarface and Travis. Got the coat with the S on the jacket. Got the kicks from Tony. Yeah.
Tony.
Multifaceted. Chris Kringle when I'm in my baggage. 150 average. By 21, I was a savage.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie. 2 Chainz definitely just got Benny up out of here on this verse. 2 Chainz. Yeah, 2 Chainz just killed that. Benny, I mean, it was cool. I like it better than the first track, once again, but I don't know. Also, something else I noticed while I was shooting these videos, I know my chair be... Oh, now I don't want to do it. It be squeaking a little bit, but I'm working on sitting more still. I'm getting more comfortable. And, you know, maybe one of these days, I'll get a new chair that don't squeak. So, track 4, Live By It.
What you coming, nigga? Now all my young niggas shooters like Pete Maravich.
Pistol Pete.
Thought you was gangster, but hit a kid come away from Texas, reported stolen. Go and get a gun and start buying some jewelry. If you too shook to cope, then just hire security. My little man ride.
That's that Tekashi. If you too shook to hold it, buy some security. Hey, that's what Tekashi been trying to tell y'all out here. Okay, so this is just like a gun talk song, all about guns type shit. Once again, it was cool. Nothing like mind-blowing. Nothing too special. Something that I feel like is missing from this project right now is like that grimy street sounding production. This is kind of more like upbeat, lighter. I mean, the Chink song was a little darker sounding, but like it's not like grimy like the first plugs I met. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments, because if you feel what I'm talking about, because like this kind of seems more, I don't know, up tempo-ish maybe. Like, I don't know, I guess it's the difference between the Derringer production and Harry Fraud production, but I digress. So track 5, Talking Back, featuring Fat Joe.
So I'm talking back. The butcher coming, nigga. So talking back. Somebody
okay, here we go.
So I'm talking back. Talking back. The streets talking to me. So I'm talking
Joey Crack.
talking to me, and I'm talking back.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. So far, the highlight of the plugs I'm at too has been the production for me personally. That beat was fire. I would say that's probably one of the better Benny verses I heard on here so far. I mean, Fat Joe, I mean, he did some Fat Joe type shit per usual. But overall, I mean, right now, this just ain't hitting the same as the first plugs I met. I'm a little disappointed right now, y'all, but I'm hoping the second half of this will turn it around. So, track 6. No Instructions.
This way of life, you can tell we perfected. Unhealthy connections. I treat a plug like a wealthy investor. Jump in a whip, open the roof up.
I think this was a pretty boring track. I mean, he's spitting about like being in jail and trying to get instructions to get out of the hood, get out of the struggle type shit, which I mean, I fuck with the message obviously, but just sonically it's kind of boring, got the jail calls in it. And one thing that sucks about like this type of coke rap music is like, if the beat it's not like you can just vibe to the shit, like you gotta be listening to what they're saying. And if he's not saying anything like super crazy, then it kind of just goes by the wayside. And like, I'm sitting here trying to head bop to the shit and everything, but I don't know. I think it's a little below par right now. But here we go. We're in the last third of the album. Track 7, Longevity, featuring French Montana and Jim Jones.
Y'all little niggas got that word backwards. Phoenix, I rose from the burnt ashes. Track full of burnt plastic. Ash, slick,
One thing I seen people on Twitter hating on French Montana for being on this album and shit. Y'all gotta stop sleeping on my boy French. He got classic mixtapes in the game. If you wasn't around for it, then just don't talk about it. When I was in high school, French Montana had classics. Got the Coke Boys, Mac and Cheese 3, shit, all the Mac and Cheese, all that shit. And anytime French links up with Harry Fraud, it's usually on some Coke Rap Fire type shit like this. And I know people just like think French is the DJ Khaled type person that he just puts out radio, mainstream hits and shit. But it's not true. If you're not looking for it, you're not going to find it. Obviously, he does have that type of music, but you got more than that. That's all I'm saying. Just put a little respect on French's name. I know it's cool to hate on him. I know it can be kind of corny sometimes, but at the same time, he can put some heat out. That's all I'm saying. Now let's see what he does with this verse.
Pockets poking like Kim ass. My garage like Six Flags. Flip work like gym class. Praise due to the highest six sitting on the highest.
That's what I'm saying. French just came through and delivered a solid verse. So tell hip hop Twitter, put some respect on French's name. Okay, so longevity. I think that was a step in the right direction. I like the features. I like Benny and French on there. Jim Jones was cool, but like, I don't know. I know Jim Jones is on like this comeback, but I just haven't got on board with the Jim Jones comeback yet. Sorry, I don't know what else to say on that. But overall, the track was cool. So track 8, Survivor's Remorse, featuring Rick Hyde. The only time I heard Rick Hyde was on, I think it was the LA Leakers. He did a freestyle with Benny and Conway, and it was pretty hard. So, and then I listened to the BSF album as well. It had some Rick Hyde on it, but yeah. Track 8, Survivor's Remorse.
It could have been me. This supposed to be success. Then why the fuck I feel stressed out and guilty? Damn, cause I'm paid and all my niggas in the feds or the grave. That shit killed me.
Okay, so I mean they spit some real shit on here, like some introspective, reflecting back on what could have happened to him, what, you know, the homies getting shot, getting locked up, all that shit. I think this track kind of moved at a slow pace. 3 verses. It just, I don't know. It was a good track though. Okay, it was okay track. I'm not gonna shit on it because I kind of liked it. I feel like a lot of these that I think I kind of like will be growers on me, but first listen, you know, nothing special, at least in my opinion. But track 9 is Thanksgiving, which is the single they dropped last week. So this will be my second listen to it. And I really wasn't rocking with it too heavy last week. So hopefully I'll come in with some fresh ears. We'll see how it fits with the project, if it's a good ending point for the project. But one thing I hate is when the outro is a single that was released already. I just hate that shit. Well, that's one thing that just really grinds my gears. But I wasn't in it too heavy, so it's still gonna be kind of new. So Thanksgiving. Sidebar: I just switched my batteries out on my camera, and now, like, at least on my screen that I'm shooting, that I use when I shoot, the colors of the lights change. Like, my lights are blue, but I don't know. We're gonna keep it rocking though. Thanksgiving. Let's see how we rock. How we gonna end it.
My brain like how I'm back in the game. When I did that little bit, and my hoes ain't acting the same. Stressing, I did them sentences without stacking them pains, getting high inside.
I like Thanksgiving more. On the second listen, it was definitely hitting better. I like it as a outro. It definitely makes more sense for the project. But overall, I just don't see a lot of these tracks being like top tier Benny tracks, just in general. And I would say my favorites on the track are my favorites from the album would be Overall, Plug Talk, and honestly, probably Longevity. But all those were features, tracks with features, tracks without a feature. I mean, the last plugs I met did have a lot of features too. So yeah, my favorite solo track on here would probably have to be Thanksgiving. But overall, I don't know. I don't know if this is better than Burden of Proof. It's definitely not better than the first plugs I met. So I don't know. How are y'all feeling about it? Am I bugging? Or was this shit like some straight gas? I don't know. But for a rating, honestly, first listen, I'm not feeling too confident. Not feeling too high on it. First listen rating, I'm going to give it like a 4 maybe. And that just is what it is. I know the Griselda fan base is a strong one. They're probably going to come for me. But it is what it is. If you like it, then hey, I'm glad for you. I mean, I like certain tracks on here, but just as an overall piece of work, I'm not feeling too high on this one. But hey, I didn't hear like no crazy bars from Benny for the most part. The highlight was definitely the production. Harry Fraud was definitely like the thing that I felt was the strongest point on here. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But am I bugging? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what your favorite song is off this. You like the plugs I met 1 or the plugs I met 2 better? And you know what it is, WHEATY TV. Follow me on Instagram at WHEATY TV. Follow me on Twitter at WHEATY TV. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. You feel me? This was our 10th video together. Hopefully we around for 10 times 10 times 10 more. Times 10 more. You already know what it is. Currency. I could take 10 G's, make 100 more 10 G's with that. I'm going to take 10 videos and make 100 more 10 videos with that. So you know what it is. This is just the beginning. We going up. It's up and it's stuck. So shout out to you if you rocked with me this far, this long. Could have been anywhere else, but you here, and I appreciate you for that. WHEATY out. Yes, sir.